What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Welcome to the show. NFP results are out. We're going to have a look at those. The market is reacting bullish. I have taken some scalp trades. Some of them are still in the positions. So yeah, definitely check it out. Take the trades with me on CoinW. But yeah, let's get stuck straight into it. So let's have a look at the NFP results. So we got them over here. NFP, it actually came in bearish, right? It came in at 256. The forecast was 147. Yeah, and it says here that actual greater than forecast is good for currency. If it's good for currency, it's not good for risk on assets such as Bitcoin. But it doesn't seem like crypto really cared. There was a bit of a spike down. If we just go to the 15-minute, I like to look at the 15 minutes. If you look at the 15 minutes, we had that up down kind of sweet pattern. Took the liquidity here, That's what it normally does. It didn't move too much. I mean, from top to bottom, not even 1%. So yeah, nothing major, but yeah, it is looking good. The altcoins did have a nice move. We're in an Ondo long, we are in a WIF long, we're in a near long, we're in a few other longs. We can have a look at those now. But let's and I've got a Solana long, which I'm preparing, but we can get into that now. So I'm going to keep this open. This is just the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to go into my longs. Yeah, so this is just a small trading account, $2,000. So the trades I'm in a near trade over here. Yeah, we entered here on the breakout. And yeah, we're going to see where this goes. Stop loss is at $4.64. We are in a NotCoin long, which is sitting at break even. Yeah, I think it might pop. It's looking like it's going to go. Ondo, I'm in an Ondo long, which has actually just taken off right now. It did break this top here. If we just zoom out a bit, we can see that it is looking like it wants to target the higher prices. It did bounce off a long-term 50% level. We can have a look at that now. And WIF, I did long WIF. Yeah, I didn't get in 33%. And then XRP. Why not? It's looking good. This is looking like it can pop any minute now. So let's go have a look at the WIF trade. So, I mean, let's have a look at the Ondo trade first, because yeah, there was a good reason why I took this trade. So let's just zoom out here. This was the buy zone, which we were speaking about, I think, on one of the previous shows. This was the 618 level. And yeah, we did bid this level. We got in there with some spot positions, but yeah, no leverage longs. It was scary time. You can look at all this buying pressure. So when you see these wicks like this, you see buyers are stepping into the market. So yeah, I hit the 618, and now it's currently at the 50% level. So we can expect some resistance here for Ondo. We are long. My bad. Yeah, we can expect some resistance here. I might take profits at the 71 cents. We're going to have to wait and see. It all depends on how Bitcoin reacts. But Bitcoin's parking around that 61,800 for now. So it is looking good. If you guys just joined the show, I am in a few longs, NFP. So I'm in the near long, NotCoin long, Ondo long, WIF long, and XRP long. We're going to see how those are going. Yeah, quite a bit of leverage here. So let's see what happens. But this is looking like, on near protocol, it's looking like it's coming down. It's going to test this as support and potentially move up onwards and upwards. So if you guys haven't taken this long yet, this could be a nice opportunity to take it. I'm going to zoom on it on TradingView. So yeah, I took a long from the current position over here. And let's see how it goes. I don't actually want to lose this level. It'd be cool to just have a quick, clean retest over here. And then just move onwards and upwards and hit our targets. It does look like we are coming down. Let's see what happens. So I am long from this current position here. So if you guys do want to take this trade, it could be a good option. Yeah, we don't want to take out the lows here. We are forming some kind of, ascending triangle, something like that. And, this is a technical breakout. So we are, we've broken out. Maybe we've claimed the liquidity and we're going to roll over. But yeah, I'm long from this position here. Probably a little bit underwater at the moment. Stops are under this price action here. I think if we lose this level, we could come lower. But if we have a look at Bitcoin, what's happening with Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is just chilling. We don't want to lose this level here. If we lose this level, it's likely to roll over. But normally, I learned this a few months ago, was, normally you get your 15-minute candle from the news, and you can just highlight those regions over there like that. Boom. This kind of works for Bitcoin. So you do that, and then you wait for the candle to close. And then generally, whichever one breaks first, that's the direction on the 15-minute time frame. That's the direction in which price action goes. So we can expect this to go upside. It is a game of probabilities at the end of the day. Could we be correct? Yes. Could we be incorrect? Of course. Yeah. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Time will tell. But generally, the one which you break is the one which continuation happens. So we are in that. We are also in a Ondo long. It looks like we are rejecting for Ondo. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame as we are scalping. Yeah. So I mean, this also looks like a nice retest, and we could see some price move onwards and upwards from here. We did breakouts. But we're gonna have to wait and see for that. It looks like Bitcoin, we are coming back into the range which we drew out. But let's wait and see. We could come and test this 61,650 before bouncing up. But let's wait and see. Could we come lower? Of course. I do have a long on Solana, which I've drawn out the levels. So my long on Solana looks something like this. I was thinking that the news, from the news, we could maybe see it pull back into the zone over here. I do have this trade. I do have a limit orders set, which is the amount here. So my entry is between 138.5 and 135.5. And I have gone heavy at the 135.5 region. Stop loss is at the 130.5. And we're going to see how this trade reacts. I think we'll be taking profits into this EMA cluster. It would be bullish to see Solana claim this sooner than later, something like that. If it's going to hover around here, we are going to see this crossover. We're going to see the red come and cross underneath the blue, which will be looking like that. And this is a death cross on the 4-hour time frame. So these EMAs are there from the 4-hour time frame. If we do see it hover around here a bit longer, we could be hanging out here for a bit of a long time. But let's go back into the Bitcoin. Yeah, we do want to see this just move onwards and upwards quickly. I think like a V-shaped recovery from the news is always a good thing to see. Let's have a look at the high block capital, the liquidity levels, the liquidation levels. And guys, if you have any altcoins that you want to have a look at, comment them right away. Comment them right away. Yo, like the video, guys. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. If you guys have any altcoins that you guys would like to see, definitely comment them down below and we can have a look at them. Yeah, we love having a look at altcoins, and maybe there's potentially an opportunity, a trading opportunity for those altcoins, and we could take them on the show. We can take them on the show. Lido, someone wants to have a look at Lido. So I was in a Lido long a while ago, and I did take profits, fortunately, and did come down quite a bit. I also re-entered, and then I think I got stopped out on a recent Lido long. Let's have a look at Lido. So it's back at that dollar region. It's back at that dollar region. It was almost at a $1.30 odd. So, okay, that's a bit of a steep drop off. Maybe this isn't the best chart with this wick. It doesn't look like the best chart with that wick. So we're going to try and find another chart. Let's have a look at this one. Wait. No, I'm going to have to add that in there. LDO. And we'll have a look on Bybit's normally. Lido. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, we are obviously holding this dollar region. I think anything under $1 is a good long-term buy for Lido. We are getting that death cross over here, that potential death cross, which isn't too bullish, but we do have a big inefficiency gap over here, which is likely to be filled. This is likely to be filled. Often when you see these big moves down, you can get the bottom of this wick and the top of the next wick, and you do get a nice pull. Price is very likely to visit this region, so we could see it visit that region. It does look like we have lost some pretty good upsloping support over here. We are, we're currently wrestling with that region over there. I also like to look at the RSI because it's often bullish divergence, which we see there. And you can see there's, you can see we had a little bit of bullish divergence, but not too much. But you can see, the bearish momentum is slowing down. So we could see a move up here on Lido. Where are you wrong on your trade? Probably underneath this 87.9 region over here. That could be like a cycle low or like a local low. So we could see a long trade, from this region. This would be your invalidation point. But this isn't the basic risk reward. That's like a 1.22 to 1. It all depends on Bitcoin's price as well. But if you are a believer on Lido, then this could be a good place to be adding into your longs. But for now, I'm not going to be trading Lido unless something looks good on the 15-minute time frame. Let's have a look. Nothing amazing as of yet. I would sit on your hands for Lido for now. 𝗬𝗎, we have a request for 𝗬𝗎. So let's have a look at 𝗬𝗎. 𝗬𝗎. Yeah, 𝗬𝗎's been very bullish. I actually recently closed my long from 87 cents. Made about 1,000%. We can see it over here actually. Position history. Open those today. 𝗬𝗎. ROI 1,000%. There he is. Believe it or not. Who took that trade with me, guys? Who took that trade with me? If you guys took this trade with me, crazy. What a good trade. Hold on for Lido. Yeah, I'd probably hold on for Lido. Maybe even add in a bit. It depends on how Bitcoin moves though. But we are gonna wait and see on that. Where were we? 𝗬𝗎. So 𝗬𝗎 looks quite good. 𝗬𝗎 looks quite good. It looks like it is breaking this level now. So this could be a decent trade on the 15-minute time frame. It did get that bounce off the 50. So we could see a breakout here. This would have been a classic test. I wasn't watching. This might move up now. So if you guys are still in the 𝗬𝗎 trade, I'd keep it open. And this could potentially be a high low. This is a break of structure on the lower term time frame. You see we had a high, lower high, then we broke the structure, making a higher high. So this could very well be the higher low. So if you guys want to take this trade, you could take a trade from current position, stop loss underneath the wick. I think that's quite a key level. And you guys could be targeting these highs here at $2. So you can see it looks like a breakout here and a perfect retest. Yo, this is actually a good trade, guys. If you guys got into this, I think I'm gonna wait for maybe a bit of a pullback, maybe even taking the liquidity here, and you could put your stops underneath, something like that. I'm gonna set an alert here for 𝗬𝗎. I could even retest these highs over here. I'm gonna set an alert there, but I wouldn't be surprised if this just went on and took out the $2. It's been extremely strong at the moment. It's been extremely strong at the moment. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this just continued up. What is Bitcoin doing? 61.8. 61.8 is still chilling over there. I've got 8 of you guys live. I think that's a PB. This is a new channel, so definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed. Let's have a look at people. I got a request for people. I'm just going to go onto the CoinW tokens because I know it's there. And we can have a look on the 15-minute time frame. People, I wasn't a people long. I did get stopped out. I did get stopped out on that. I think this was quite a severe wick, but this looks, look at this bullish divergence over here. We got 1, 2. Yeah. This is why it's important to wait for a break of structure. So we could be seeing that break of structure now, getting above this level over here. Potentially sitting on my hands for people. If we go to the hourly, that is a sharp sell-off. So it is likely that we do come and retest this region over here again. But for now, this isn't a place to be buying, I don't think. But I will keep my eye on people. Let's have a look at Mantra. Mantra is a strong token. I do have a decent bag of that. So here, this has just been making, I'm not sure if it made all-time highs recently, but let's just zoom out. Sorry, let's put down the 4 hour. Yeah, so we did take this trade a while ago, and I think we almost got stopped out. We didn't actually get stopped out. I haven't actually even looked at this. I think I bought it on spot, but we have almost hit the target. The target is all-time highs. This is very bullish. It's just kind of moving onwards and upwards, and it is one of the top performers. If you look at the bubbles, for some reason the bubbles haven't really been loading for me. So let's not look at the bubbles. Yeah, so ARM is looking bullish. I would continue to hold if you are still holding on this. Still in your long on people. Yeah, if I was in the long on people, I would be holding that trade. I would be holding that trade. There's no reason to get out of it. Let's have a look at it again. Yeah, I think it's likely that it could come up here. If you're long from this region, this could be a good reason to maybe close a trade. But if you are long from lower down, then I would continue to hold this and see what happens. Guys, let's comment on any other trades that you guys have. We have a look at WIF. WIF looks like it is moving. What is moving? So NEAR looks like it's doing okay. It has broken out. I'm going to hold this trade. My first take profit is going to be over here. I think this will be a huge trade if we get to these levels, about the $5 region. $5 flat to $5.20. That's a take profit for NEAR. NotCoin, this looks like it's just almost at break even. Yeah, this one's just chilling. Very tiny position though. I think I put in 0.5% of the account. But you can see we had this this trend over here from the lows connecting all the highs. Look at this, guys. That's pretty clean. And we did break out, and you know, we're parking on these moving averages over here. So we could see a break. My stop loss is, where's my stop loss? My stop loss is liquidation for this one. 12x leverage. 0.0688. 688. Yeah, I think underneath, it's actually underneath there. Underneath these lows carved out pretty recently is the stop loss. I'm going to keep holding this trade. I think there's a good chance that we do get a solid breakout here. It has been in a strong downtrend for a while, but we could see this breakout and we could see a move back up to that 1 cent region for NOT. GM, good morning. How are you doing, sir? Guys, comment if you guys have any other charts to have a look at. So I'm in that NOT position, which I'm going to be holding for a bit. It's still in the near trade. Ondo looks like it's pulled back a bit. Let's have a look at Ondo. Yeah, Ondo's pulled back a bit. What else? WIF looks like it's pumping, and XRP is sitting flat. So let's have a look at WIF. So WIF is getting that pullback. WIF is strong. One of my definitely favorite meme coins. And we are pumping here, guys. We are pumping. Yeah, 10x trade. I only 10x this. I should have gone for a bit more of a trade. But this was my point of invalidation, was underneath these lows here. Again, stop loss is my liquidation, just under $2. So this region over here, you can see that's where it ties up with the liquidation. Supreme Ben wants to have a look at big time. So let's have a look at big time. CoinW tokens. Your big time, I remember having a look at big time and like really wanting to get into big time, but I didn't actually manage to get in. I think maybe this recent dip would have been the time to allocate. It didn't hit, you see this. So I was waiting for a potential test of this high over here created. We might still see that. For now, we are stuck underneath the 204-hour EMA, and we are waiting for price to break through this. It would be bullish if we could break through this. Big time is looking good. If we zoom out on big time and look at the 4-hour, we see we are in like more of a bullish than bearish market structure. We did pump on the recent one. You know, here were the lows in August and the lows at the start of September. We made a higher low, which is bullish. This is a sign of strength. We're getting a higher low, and we did pump and we did break out of these levels, creating bullish market structure. But I think this is a good time to be getting into big time. I thought that we could maybe retest this. The retest is still very much on the cards, and we did break down from, you know, this upsloping support over here. So if big time pumps into this region here, it could be a place to maybe look for a potential shorting opportunity. But for now, Yeah, if you guys are in big time, let's just have a look at this for a bit longer. Yeah, so I think like some people will be selling if it does come into these levels. If we get a push up to here, then there could be a good shorting opportunity. You know, you get a push up here to the 50, maybe chop around a bit, and then we could get into some shorts when we see the momentum fading. But yeah, this token does look good. We could see, you know, higher prices for sure. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens. Also, it's also important to see what's happening with Bitcoin. So it looks like we did get rejected from this region. We came and hit just under 62K, and we are getting that downward price action now. On the shorter term time frames, of course, we could be retesting this as a potential support. You know, it was resistance. We weren't closing above there. The news pushed. So we could see this region act as support. Let's draw this trend line over here, something like that. If we do come into this, we could be looking long on Bitcoin. If we come into this region, maybe take out these orders over here and see how it reacts, and we could see a push above. Something on the cards for Bitcoin. We're gonna have to wait and see if that happens. But for now, it is pulling back slightly. I wouldn't be surprised if my trades are, a few of them in the red. WIF looking fine, XRP, Ondo flat, Notcoin flat, and near flat. It's all flat. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how Bitcoin reacts here. If Bitcoin comes down and starts to close down here, I will be bailing from those trades most likely. But let's wait and see. What else do we have, guys? Let's comment some chart requests if you guys want to see anything in particular. But the NFP, let's go talk about the NFP results again, because they were technically bearish. Okay, so they came in way higher than forecast, which, you know, it's normally good for currency. It's normally good for the dollar. So if I just go into my, let's go into the macros. Let's just zoom out a bit. So we can see the Dixie is having a huge move, guys. Yeah, this is kind of breaking out, which isn't great for risk on assets, but I'm going to have a look on the daily time frame to see if it's pushing into potential resistance. Let's go into the DXY over here. Wow, okay, so this has pushed up incredibly high today. I was expecting a potential rejection off this trend line over here on NFP, but it looks like that has been ruled out. So points of rejection, I think that Dixie could push up into this region over here in the next coming weeks. This 103, that's the 50% level from here down to this low. So from the low at 99.5 to 107.2, this is the 50% level. This is often retested. So we could see the Dixie push up. It did have a decent move down here of basically 3 months to the downside, which did give the S&P a little bit of relief. But yeah, let's see how the market prices in this news for now. But we did close we are above the 50-day EMA, which you know, isn't too bullish, but obviously the news pushed us through the level, right? There we go. Bang, big candle to the upside. We definitely saw gold sell off a bit, but it looks like it does want to maybe come back. We're gonna have to see how the session closes. But for now, we could expect the DXY to push up into this 200-day EMA, which lines up at the 50% level, just below 103, and that's where we could see the potential rejection. I'll put the hammer here, but this could take a while, guys. This could take a while. So let's just go back to the daily time frame. Let's see how the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ reacted. Okay, guys, so this is technically a breakout for the S&P 500. Yeah, so we should technically see assets get a bit of a pullback here. S&P 500 did not really care. Yeah, we came and we tested the previous all-time high over here, and now we are moving upwards. The NASDAQ also didn't really mind, so scenario 2 has played out. I was looking for this either to pump straight to all-time highs or grind terabits before moving upwards, And you can see over here, we spoke about this earlier, this is just the bullish absorption. So this is just bulls coming to the party over here. It's a pleasure, my man. It's a pleasure, absolute pleasure. If you have any chart requests, let's comment them. You can see something else. It does look like Bitcoin is getting that pullback. Let's wait and see how this reacts. If we start losing and closing underneath here, I'm going to be closing my longs. But for now, I'm still in the longs, and we're going to have to wait and see. And remember, I didn't risk more than I could afford to lose, or more than the trading account said so. Let's have a look at oil, because oil has been pushing up, obviously, with all the war news. I was expecting a rejection here, but we did break through yesterday. So we could see a push into the $76.7 region before getting a rejection. Something like this. Boom, over here. Smack. Get it down. And then, you know, this could be the end of oil. But a lot of people were shorting oil here because it is an obvious zone. And then, you know, when a lot of people go short, we often see the opposite happening. We could see a breakout. Natural gas is pushing up. I know this is for crypto mainly. We have taken the liquidity over here. I did get into a natural gas long over here. Stop losses at break even. Yeah, you can go back to the start of September. We can go back to that long. Simply just a breakout retest, but this isn't crypto. So let's move on. A lot of people are asking about the altcoins. So Ethereum is looking weak. We have lost this level over here, which is not good. It's not looking good, bruv. We could see Ethereum easily come and take out these lows over here at $2,100. That wouldn't be too great for the ETH bulls. I personally am in ETH, and it has been a bit painful. Dylan said Bitcoin pushed to 62K, then dump. Well, he's been pretty spot on, hasn't he? Dylan's been pretty spot on. Pushed into 62K over here. Pushed into 62K over here. You can see just short, basically 62K. And then it has come down. So he could be right. We're going to have to wait and see. Bitcoin has to lose this region over here. If it comes underneath 61.1K, then yeah, it will be looking like a high probability that we will be seeing lower prices for Bitcoin. But we're going to have to wait and see, guys. We're going to have to wait and see. Yeah, so we've already hit that 62K region that I just mentioned. So if that is your thesis, then yeah, longs are off the table if you do think this was the top. Let's have a look at the liquidation region, because there was a liquidity pool at that 62K region. So we do have a pool here at 60,600, which, you know, these pools often get tagged. It's not the holy grail of limit orders looking at high block capital, but it is definitely good to have a look at. I'm just going to refresh it so that it's taking live data. Set that load. Let's let that load. Let's let that load. I think for now I'm going to put on some background music, and we can just chill out a bit. So if that's a load. Come on. On the hour. If we close this hourly candle underneath here, then I think it could be worth getting out of your longs. But you know, this 61.5K, guys, if you guys have been watching my channel, I'm actually going to go into Bitcoin now. I'm going to dive into Bitcoin just for the macros. We're going to zoom out. The NFP was technically bearish for risk on assets. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ didn't say so. But this is my Bitcoin analysis, right? This is my Bitcoin analysis. So this is the potential October targets if October plays out as October normally does. And FUD, 1st of October, the Israel news, I've marked this off. This might be the low region. Obviously, we did get that perfect bounce. You got that perfect bounce off the 200-day EMA. But for now, if Bitcoin can close the week above 61,500, it is going to be looking bullish, okay? Despite all the fear and the FUD, it will be looking bullish. So the 50% is from the all-time high, coming in just under 74K to 49K. This is on Kraken, so it will vary from chart to chart. And the 50% comes in at that 61, over here at 61.4. So let's call it 61.5. And the 50% from the recent move from 52.6 all the way to 66.4 that 50% level is coming in at 59.55. I did have orders from here which didn't get filled, unfortunately, but they could still easily be filled. But this is actually a classic, you know, kind of potential rounded bottom, and we could see price come onwards and upwards. And where are the targets? A lot of people have been asking me where the targets are. The targets lie over here. So we got the high over here and the low over here. Just going to get rid of this for now. So the short-term target is going to be the 63,200, and this lines up with the bottoms here. So we could easily see 63K in the near term. We could see it, you know, we could see it today if we get a big breakout. We could see it on the weekend if we get a weekend pump. We could see it next week. But at this point, I'm not all in yet. I'm not all in. I do have some longs, of course, but I'm not all in. I'm waiting for a potential push into this region over here. You know, we could see Bitcoin reject off the 50-day EMA and 50% level and come into this region over here. And I did mention that, you know, this is a region where I'll probably be turbo aping into Bitcoin. I will be going basically all in. I am in a Solana long at the moment. It is looking good. And we did mention that in the Telegram groups. So this is my macro thesis for Bitcoin. I think we could see 63K. We could push up into 63K before maybe coming down into our buy region. So I'm thinking something like that. Or we just get rejected from the 50% level and come into the buy region. And remember, guys, we're gonna be aping in there. Or the other scenario is that we just push up here, take out this region, maybe get rejected at that 64K, come down, test this as support before pushing onwards and upwards. So those are the scenarios of Bitcoin. I am prepared for all the scenarios, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. If we can close today above 61.6, it will be looking good for Bitcoin. It will be looking good for Bitcoin. What is it doing now? It's just hovering. It's just hovering for now. But I am surprised on the S&P reaction. You know, normally you would see a dip. But the market's just opened. It is 3:30. The markets did just open. So let's see if it created a nice big gap. There it is. We got the gap. So we could easily see price in the short term come down to that level over there on the S&P 500, which should create a bit of heaviness in the Bitcoin market. If you look at the NASDAQ, it also created that gap, which looks like we are coming down now. And I mean, gaps don't always get filled, but it is a highly probable scenario. Okay, if you guys have any altcoin requests, please let me know. Please let me know. I see there are cool. It's a pleasure, my man. It's a pleasure. Yeah, it's during these uncertain times where it's choppy, right? It's been choppy, guys. We can't deny it's been choppy. This has been one of the toughest trading periods I've ever, the toughest period I've ever traded. Like, I was trading down here. This was quite nice. This move up was awesome. I mean, I caught this move up, and I managed to catch this move up as well. So we did start the year, we did end last year off well and start this year off well, but this has just been, it's been incredibly difficult to trade in. It's been a scalping market. I'm more of a swing trader, so like we did get these big moves to the upside with quite a few positions, so they were looking good. But to be quite honest, it's just been a choppy environment, and it's just been one where the bulls and bears are just giving liquidity and money to market makers, and that is what it is. It's a chop. We do expect a big move to come out. So I've got my targets, Q4 target over here, it's coming in just above 100K, and my October target's coming in at 77K. Can I be wrong? Of course I can be wrong. But again, I never risk more than 1% of my trading account per trade, so I'm happy to be wrong. A point of invalidation, in my opinion, will be below this below 55K. I wouldn't want to see Bitcoin come below 55K. It's not going to be looking good. So yeah, we could see Bitcoin pump from here, or we're going to be adding into our Bitcoin position from 59,600. So I've got some limit orders from 59,600, and we're going to be waiting for those. Let's have a look at Solana. Yeah, Solana's currently underneath or closed a few days below the 200-day EMA, which isn't too good. But again, it's just a choppy environment. Can we come lower for Solana? Yes, we can. My point of invalidation is below this over here. I wouldn't want to see that happen. Okay, it looks like we are getting that push up. We are getting that push up for Bitcoin. Let's see if we can break these highs. We want to see this high broken and continuation onwards and upwards. It didn't come into our level, but we could see this acting as resistance, this top piece over here, which looks like it got front run slightly. But let's wait and see, guys. Let's wait and see. I'm still in the trades, still in the WIF trade, the near trade, the Ondo trade, and the NOT trade, and the XRP trade. Still in those 5 trades. So we're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see for those. Yeah, let's wait and see for that. So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. Let's just watch this. I'll take this off because I didn't actually take the trade. But let's see how Bitcoin reacts around here. Let's wait and see what's going on. If you guys have any altcoin requests or chart requests, I'm happy to chart anything, guys. I'm happy to chart anything. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. I'll chart. I can chart stocks. Absolutely everything. Tesla. Okay, let's have a check. Let's have a look at Tesla right away. Let's have a look at Tesla right away. Let's go. Let's go. So Tesla, I'll be looking on the daily time frame. It will be in macros. Tesla over here. Tesla looking good. I think Tesla just broke out. Am I long on Tesla? Of course I'm long on Tesla. I'm bullish on Tesla. Tesla is, I think, a leading stock. It does have a lot of, gains over the past few weeks and months. But yeah, it looks like it's breaking out, guys. We got that breakout, then we got that fake out. But I mean, it's not looking. It will be a bit better above this $300 region. If we take the 50% from high to low, we are getting rejected off there as we speak. Yeah, so this week has been a bit of a bearish week, but the more times we bump into this, the better. I think if we can start closing weekly candles above that $270 region, then we could be looking good. So I got a comment here, big news on October 10. So it's pump and dump. October 10, what's happening on October 10? October 10 will be a Thursday. I feel like I should know what that news is. CPI, yes, big news on the 10th of October for sure. We got CPI, we got FOMC minutes, which is arguably even bigger news. Yeah, so sheesh, lots of news to come up, lots of volatile environments. PPI, sorry, unemployment. Next week's going to be quite big, guys. Next week's going to be quite good. Yeah, definitely watch out for next week because there are some news events. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we are getting that pump. Come on, we need to break the 62. If you are a bear, you do not want to see 62 broken. But if you are a bull and you are in the longs, like we are here on CoinW, here we go, 33%. I'm still waiting for these to move. Still waiting for these to move. Let's wait and see. And guys, remember, I never risk more than 1% per trade. Okay, so how does that work? A lot of people don't understand this. So my account balance, my trading account balance is $2,000. Okay, so you won't see more than $20 per trade. So you'll see, but this is basically $20, 19.5, and these are half trades. So when I'm less convinced on the trade, but still keen to roll the dice, then I will be doing a half trade. So with, I thought I was buying, I was buying the breakout, but it looks like this is going to break even further. WIF is looking good. I might have to add to my position. I have to add to my position for WIF. Let's do it. Let's double down. Let's double down on WIF. So 10x leverage, which means I'll be doing about a $105 trade. That should cost me $10.50. I'm going to go long on WIF. Going to double down. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Bitcoin is starting to push up, so let's wait and see what happens over here. Let's have a look at the liquidation levels. So where does the liquidity lie? It looks like there's a bit of liquidity starting to form above price. There is this over here, 60,700, which yeah, we could see it come down a bit. But look, all the players are short, guys. Everyone is short. Everyone's going more short as we speak. So when I see this, I start to, start to lick my lips, guys. Everyone is positioned short. We're going to see a short squeeze sooner than later, in my opinion. Could we see a short squeeze and then a dump? Of course we can. Of course we can, guys. The fact is that there's big news events happening next week. So we're going to have to wait and see. Okay, we're going to have to wait and see. Big news events next week. What's happening with Bitcoin? We want to see this break out sooner than later. Let's wait and see how this is going to react. Solana is getting that pumpy action. What is pumping? Popcat is surging. Guys, if you aren't long on Popcat, this is about a tear, guys. If you aren't long on Popcat, oh, look at that, guys. This is so bullish. We're just consolidating into this region, into all-time highs. TIA, we got a request for TIA. Let's have a look at TIA. Celestia, I do have it around here. Here we go. 10% today, that is quite good. It has been, it got smashed. 30% since Monday. TIA is looking good, I think. If you are a long-term believer in TIA, I don't know about the fundamentals too much, but yeah, it looks like the RSI is starting to tick onwards and upwards, so we are seeing the bullish momentum come in for TIA. So put this on the 4-hour. There we go. We are stuck below the important EMAs. So we do want to see TIA get above this level over here. You can see this is going to act as resistance, this region over here. We've got these previous highs and these lows over here. So we are going to expect this region over here to act as strong resistance. Okay, so we're going to make this a red box. And what also lies here are the EMAs. Okay, so what we want to see is a potential inverse head and shoulders. Do you guys see that potential inverse head and shoulders? If you do, let me know. I'm going to point it out right away. Head and shoulders. So we can see that, we came below the resistance over here. So this is the start of the shoulder. So we got the left shoulder, we got the head. You could see a potential dip, right shoulder, something like that. So I would keep my eyes on something like this for TIA. We could be getting in some longs over here. So we could be getting long on this right shoulder, stops below the head, That's the point of invalidation, and then we target the top over here, risk reward of basically 4-1. This could be looking good for TIA. So definitely keep your eye on that one, guys. Keep your eye on that one. And it looks like this, I drew this head and shoulders, and it came perfectly to this top over here. How's that? But if you guys are more conservative, so this would be scenario 1. I wouldn't be longing now. This could be scenario 1. We can buy the head and shoulder. Or scenario 2, we're going to be waiting for a break of this region. Probably get rejected off this region over here. You can see this $5.70. We got previous support, now probably turning into resistance. We get rejected, then we get into the trade. So if you're more conservative trade, we're going to be taking that trade. The risk reward is a bit lower than this, but there's always scenarios. If we pump through right now, then we're going to be buying on the next retest. But if we get rejected, we could be buying that right shoulder. So that's what I've got for TIA. I see we got a request for TAO. That's in my AI section. It's in my AI section. Here we go. Here's TAO. Guys, if you have any other requests, please do let me know. So TAO's has been pumping, guys, up 10% today. This is looking bullish, guys. This is looking bullish. So we are claiming that 50 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. And I mean, to be honest, TAO's been quite relentless of late. We got that pump from about 230 region to $600. And yeah, we do expect this to potentially continue. Where would I be a buyer of TAO? Well, this region over here looks brilliant for TAO. Okay. I know it's a big drop. But if you guys aren't in TAO yet, this would be a place where I would add. We could see a rejection off here. It all depends on Bitcoin's price, which we're going to have a look at right now. So we could see a move down to this 200 moving average, or we could see the SR flip over here. Anything's possible in crypto, so definitely don't rule this scenario off the table. If we do come to that, just below $400, $370 for TAO, yeah, we could be going long there for some spot bags, but we could expect a bounce at this level over here. I'm just going to go onto my daily time frame, go into crypto, and also have a look at TAO over there. So let's have a look at TAO. It's on the weekly time frame. I'll turn it off now. So we've got TAO over there. Let's put it on the daily. This is on Binance. They just listed this recently. Yeah, so we could expect to move into this region over here. I'm actually going to put it on a platform that's had TAO for a bit longer, just so we can see that 200 EMA as well. Okay, so we are getting that bull cross. We have the golden cross of TAO. So, we might not get, it looks like it did just test this as potential support before moving onwards and upwards. But I would watch out for this $400 region, or even just this EMA. As this EMA moves onwards and upwards, we could see a retest at any point in time to this EMA, then we could be getting long. So I personally wouldn't be chasing price now. Would I be selling TAO? Probably not, guys. I haven't been selling a lot of crypto recently. I've only been longing and getting a little bit stopped out here and there. But I did take a little bit of profits at the end of last week, and I did take some profits at the end of this week. Are there any other altcoin requests, guys? Any other charts that you guys would like to see? We got 400 viewers on CoinW. Guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I've left the link over here. It is nice, and it is easier to see the comments over there as well. So definitely have a look over there. I just started the channel, so definitely come get stuck in over there at the Crypto Hub. The Crypto Hub. Yeah, we're long and strong on the Crypto Hub. Okay, so we are chilling out here. WIF looks like it's ripping. There we go. There's our WIF trade. We did double down on the trade recently, so we are getting a bit of a pump on WIF. Should I move my stop loss over here? Probably. Okay, probably. So $2.12. So we go over here, hit stop loss, $2.12. Okay, so we're going to lose about $6, which is perfectly fine. That's a tiny risk. We've already made that up there. So we have our stop loss over here, and we're going to see how WIF continues to go. We did take this trade just before NFP. Looks like Near protocol is also starting to rip. Looks like we got that breakout and potential retest. So Near is looking good. 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧𝗧 is still, guys, 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧𝗧 hasn't moved too much, but we are going to keep our long, our stop losses over here. This is a bit more of a swing trade on 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗧𝗧. We are in an Ondo trade. Ondo isn't really pumping, guys. It's up 7%, 8%. We are 30x leverage, so we can expect that. And XRP continues to struggle. I did get in an XRP trade. The price action on XRP does suggest that we could see a big move. You know, we can see liquidity building up at this $52 region. So I'm buying here. My stop loss for XRP is below these wicks here. I might tighten it to below this over here. If we lose this level, we're likely to see that level anyway. So I might move my stop loss to 51.50 if you did take that trade. Guys, let me know what trades you took from the live. Let me know what trades you guys took from the live, or if you guys have any other charts that you would like to see. If not, I'm gonna leave the live stream for there. I am in this whiff trade. Potential winner chicken dinner. Should we take some profits? Should we take a bit of profits? Is this just a pump before the dump? We can close a little bit, guys. We can close a little bit. I bought whiff when you doubled. GG's, GG's. Congratulations on that. Let's take some profits, bro. Let's take some profits. Let's bank some profits. Let's close maybe like a third. Let's close a third of that trade. So it's 210. A third of that is $70. So I'm going to change this to $70, and I'm going to close $70 of that trade. Taking some profits, guys. We love to take profits, especially on a Friday. Congratulations if you took that trade. That does now probably cover our stop loss. We love taking profits on a Friday. Let's have a look at Ondo. Ondo isn't getting that pump yet. We're still waiting for the pump on Ondo. XRP sitting still. 𝗕𝗪𝗠𝗠𝗠𝗘𝗧𝗧 not really going anywhere fast. But we're going to wait and see, guys. It obviously all depends on Bitcoin. But congratulations on that trade. Well done. Bitcoin is, you know, it's still getting rejected off this area over here. Yeah, we'd like to see, you know, the hourly close above this level. If you can see the hourly close above that level, I think the hourly close over here. Yeah, it's quite a strong hourly close. But you often find on the hourly chart, when you get those like very bullish looking closes, it can often revert. I mean, like, look at this, guys. Big red candle, big red candle. This looks very bearish. Snap back. And guys, yesterday I was talking about the bullish divergence on Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, and it played out almost to perfection. I am waiting for lower levels, but look at this, guys. This is just perfect bullish divergence. You got 1, 2, 3 drives to the downside on price, and we got 1, 2, 3 drives to the upside. This is bullish divergence, guys. I often put the RSI and wait for bullish divergence, and yeah, this was a candle to get in. You can see the bullish absorption over here, guys. Bullish absorption. Yeah, this was the opportunity to go long. Also a breakout over here. So I am expecting Bitcoin to, you know, see a bit of price action to the north side of the market. We are going to see resistance at the 62.5 to 63K region over here. I would take some profits over here if we do see that level. Otherwise, I hope you guys bought some more spot positions. I personally bought some spot. I bought some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, I bought some Solana, and I bought some XRP. I bought those four just for fun, just adding to my bags. Some chilled spot positions. But guys, thanks so much for joining the show. I think I am going to end the show over there. We would like to see the hourly candle hopefully close above the 4-hour 200 EMA, and that is coming in over here at 61,615. We are currently wrestling with that level. We would like to see it close above this top over here as well. That would be a nice sign. So let's wait and see, guys. Let's wait and see. We can actually wait it out, guys. I think the close is in like 5 minutes, so let's wait it out here on the show. I'm going to get some water. HN Gloose2. It's a pleasure, brother. It's a pleasure. Thank you for joining the show and putting those questions in, interacting with the live stream. We do appreciate that over here. We do appreciate that over here. Let's see how these trades are doing. Whiff. Oh, this does look potentially toppy. But still looking good, guys. It's looking good. Our trade is good. We have moved our stop loss to over here. So we are looking good for whiff. This may be the start of a big move to the upside, so we have to leave a little bit of our position. We always have to leave a little bit of our position. Andrew, you're a legend. Thanks, my man. Much appreciated. D-Man. D-Man in the house. Is D-Man in the house? That is a good question. Is D-Man in the house? Lacquer, guys. You're almost there. 4 more minutes. We do want to see Bitcoin close above that level. Does look like we are coming below that level, but we could see a bounce in this region over here. You know, we could see the hourly candle open over here. Let's see how it reacts off this region over here. 61,430. D-Man, GG's, angry show. Angry show. Good way to end the week, guys. Yeah, I personally didn't have the best week. I was long on quite a few coins or tokens and got stopped out of a few trades. But that doesn't stop us, guys. We're here all day. We're not here just for a little bit. We're here all day, every day. Looks like the trades are starting to turn over a bit, but we're going to have to wait and see on Bitcoin. We're going to have to wait and see on Bitcoin. The whiff trade's still looking good. 2 minutes for the close. 2 minutes for the close. Supreme Ben. I was going live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I'm actually going to go live every day. So from next week, I'll be live every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even a Saturday if we get the pumpy action that we are looking for. I might go live on a Saturday, but yeah, I'm going to get consistent with the live streams, spoil the community. Thanks so much for putting some comments in here. It's much appreciated. It is much appreciated, but I will be here a bit more often. Cool. And guys, my shows are also quite educational. So if you guys don't quite understand how to trade or like what I'm talking about, then this is the place for you. I normally explain everything. Just today was NFP, so it's a bit more, you know, a bit more scalping, a bit more degen, risk a little bit. You know, we have to. When the news is out, we have to come and play a bit. But it looks like the meme coins are getting that pumpy price action, guys. The meme coins are popping. Popcat is my favorite though, guys. I'm overweight. I'm irresponsibly long on Popcat. Looks like we are getting that close, guys. We are getting that close. On the 4 hour, looks like it is going to be below our level. We have 30 seconds. Sorry, I meant the hourly, guys. The guys, definitely watch the 4 hour over the next few hours. Definitely watch the 4 hour. If we close above this level over here, it's going to be looking quite good. So mark that level out. 61, let's go 61,650. If we close the 4 hour, which is happening in 2 hours above that level, it is going to be looking quite good for how's Brett before you go. Okay, let's have a look at Brett, guys. Let's have a look at Brett. We're going to have a look at Brett. I'm bullish on Brett. Brett is stuck below the levels, guys. This is on the 4 hour time frame. So I mean, I'm normally trading the daily time frame. So let's just swap over to the daily time frame. And let's have a look at Brett. Brett is also one of my biggest meme coin bags. Guys, this is looking good. So we did get that breakout. So we had the resistance. You know, we got hammered over here. We got hammered over here. We got hammered over here. We got that huge pump on that day. Then we did break out over here, guys. We did break out. And it looks like what we're doing at the moment is we are retesting that breakout level. So this could be a good region. If you guys don't have any Brett in your portfolio, I recommend getting some Brett in. And this isn't a bad risk reward. You know, we could have a deep stop loss over there, and we could target all-time highs. This is a 5-to-1 risk reward. Yeah, definitely, if you guys don't have any Brett, I think it's a good spot hold. I would personally be holding some spot Brett. I am holding some spot Brett, and if we break down at this trend line and lose this level, it's you can say that this bull run that everyone's talking about might not happen. So this is a good trade. This is a good all-in. Yeah, this could be like a 1 or 2% risk in my belief. We're gonna have to wait and see. But we could be bidding this whole region over here, and stops below here. If we come below there, it's going to be looking ugly for Brett. And then yeah, take profit 1 would just simply be this level over here, all-time high. No point taking profits before that if we are going to get that bull run going into the end of the year. But guys, that's the trade. We're going to call it there today. Thanks so much for joining. This is a good region to be bidding. Absolute pleasure. And we will see you guys next week. Thanks so much for joining, and cheers for now.